3 tips to improve your balance if you are in the over 50 plus population, specifically if you're in the 60, 70, even 80 plus population. This video is for you because these techniques, these 3 tips are super doable, things you can work on a day-to-day basis and improve your balance. So here we go. So 3 top tips for improving your balance. Number 1 is your anterior tib raise. We want to wake up the muscles that lift your toes when you walk. So when you walk, specifically, I'm going to just pull the camera down here a little bit. You need to be able to lift your toes up when you're walking. And if you were walking and this toe gets caught, which happens a lot, if you're not getting that toe through swing phase, you will find yourself tripping, you will find yourself falling, and if you are in, especially that 60 plus population, falling can mean fatality. So statistics show that after about 68 years old, fatalities increase due to falling. So we're gonna talk about this. How do you wake up this muscle, these muscles in your lower legs on both sides that help to lift your toes? Well, it's as simple as doing an anterior tib raise, which is something where you can literally do this. I'm gonna put the camera back down. You can find a wall. I'm on a wall right here. And all I'm gonna do is lift my toes up and my toes down. My butt's against the wall, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plant my butt against the wall. I'm gonna walk my feet forward. My feet are about two feet forward. My butt is pressing against the wall. With my toes, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift my toes up and lift my toes, drop my toes down. I'm gonna lift my toes up, I'm gonna drop my toes down, lift my toes up, drop my toes down, lift them up and down, up and down. You can do somewhere between 10 and 15. I would do 2 to 3 sets of these. But what you're doing is you're waking up this muscle, this anterior tibialis muscle that will do this. It will lift your toes as you're walking. Such an important, simple activity that you can do. 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 15. Exercise number 2 is waking up your hip flexor. So if you are walking and you are not getting proper hip flexor, the muscles that attach from your low back down into your femur, they cause your leg to do this. They cause you to literally lift your leg up. If your hip flexors are tight, short, weak, you are not going to be able to swing your leg through. As I load my right leg, again, I'm going to put the camera down, but as I load this right leg, and I'm going to lift my left foot, now I got the muscles working in my lower leg, but if I can't get this, I'm not going to swing that leg through, and that's going to be problematic as well. So activating your primary hip flexor, activating these muscles right here are going to be mission critical, waking up your hip flexors. You can do that in a simple exercise where you hold on to something, pretend like this is a stable something, and let's pretend like it's a banister. You could hold on and just practice lifting one leg up and one leg down, one leg up, and one leg down. I'm pulling this knee straight up. I'm not letting it flare out. I'm not letting it flare in. I'm coming straight up and straight down. I do about 10 to 15, and then I would hold a banister on the other side. I could hold this door, but we'll hold something, pretend like it's a little bit more solid, and then I would lift the other leg. And potentially too, if your balance isn't good, you might want to hold on to two immobile objects, and then you're going to lift the other side. And we'll do about 10 to 15. You can do 3 sets of those to work on your hip flexors. And then the last exercise is really an awareness of your foot placement. What do I mean by that? If you are not aware of where your foot is striking when you hit, you probably are going to fall more. If you are an elite runner, you know exactly where your foot is supposed to place. Think if you were Usain Bolt, you're the fastest man in the world. You know, he was at one time. Well, he knows exactly where his stride, when he's striding, he's hitting the forefoot, okay? That front portion, right behind his toes. He's hitting right on that placement and he's toeing off. You're sitting right at a specific spot. But you may just, you're walking around, you're not sure where you strike. Maybe you have big shoes that maybe feel kind of clunky. If you can't feel your toes, if you can't feel your forefeet, if you can't feel where your foot is striking, you're going to be more likely to lose your balance. You're going to be more likely to twist an ankle. So the awareness piece that we're talking about is that when you start walking, I want you to visualize, where are you striking? I want you to start to strike your foot soft, down, flat. It could be slightly to your heels, but really it's more like you want to kind of set the foot down at mid stance, and then you want to toe off. And as you toe off, you want to press through your big toe. So if this was my big toe, I want to set my foot down, the weight even through my foot, and I want to toe off my big toe. Your big toe is very, very important at creating a proper gait through your mid stance to toe off. If your big toe is not firing, you're going to be more likely to roll to the inside. You might be more likely to roll to the outside. You might be inside. So the striking pattern is visualize as you're walking, focus on nice soft landing and toe off, and then press through your big toe. 3 simple exercises to do that will improve your balance. If you want more videos like this, I share videos on getting up and down off the floor. I share more corrective exercises to help the over 50 plus population. Stay tuned, and I will see you in the next video.